Welcome to the Capital City Saints, your home for St. Paul Saints baseball. Every week, we're bringing you the stories, highlights, biggest moments, and the personalities that make this team one of the most entertaining in baseball. From CHS Field to every stop along the season, we're celebrating the players, the fans, and the tradition that makes the Saints baseball unlike anything else.
Yes, welcome back into the Capital City Saints, where we will be doing a game recap from last night's game. The Saints ended up losing 13-2 last night against the Columbus Clippers, where the Clippers got off to just a hot start, going up 6-1 after 3 innings. The entire game ended up taking 2 hours and 57 minutes. The attendance last night was 7,036 people. Denham got the win for the Clippers, where Bowman got the loss for the Saints. He is now 2-3 on the season. He is now 2-2 with the St. Paul Saints this year. The big thing for the Saints last night, I guess the two things that kind of lost them the game, were home runs and walks. The Clippers walked 11 times in that game last night, whereas the Saints only walked once. And again, you just can't have you can't be just putting free base runners on the entire time. Again, they walked 11 times and then they got 13 hits on top of that. So not a great outing for the entire Saints pitching staff. And they let up the long ball, top of the first, 2-run homer. Angel Giano hit one out of the park in right field. Milan Tolentino hit a 2-run homer in the top of the second inning, again basically to the same spot, out of the park to right field. Cody Huff hit a 3-run homer in the top of the 5th inning, this time to left field, and then Juan Brito hit a 3-run homer in the top of the 9th to right field. That one was off of David Bañuelos. The catcher, backup catcher for the Saints, who was again in because the Saints were down by so many runs that they could put a position player in to pitch. But again, it's just the walks. Matt Bowman himself only let up 1 walk in an inning and 2/3 pitched, but he also let up 2 home runs and 4 earned on 45 pitches. He was pulled in the second inning. Couldn't get out of either inning with less than 20 pitches. He had 22 pitches in the first inning, 23 in the second inning. And again, it was 2-0 before he even got an out in this game. It was a leadoff single, and then followed up immediately by the first of the 2-run homers. If we look at Walker Jenkins, the first pitch that he saw of the game, he singled to center field, but then he did not get on base the rest of the game. He went 1 for 4, put the ball in play every single time with a fly out to right, a pop out to short, and a ground out 5-3, third base to first base. Matt Wallner was back in the lineup after a day off on Sunday. He singled to right field in the 3rd inning. And outside of that, he also did not get a hit in this game. He went 1 for 4. Tristan Gray was making his AAA debut after Alan Roden went up to the Twins in replace of an injured Byron Buxton. Buxton is back now and the Twins want to give Alan Roden a little bit more of a look here, so they sent down Tristan Gray instead of Alan Roden. So Tristan Gray this season is also 1 for 4 on the year. He had a double in the second inning, couldn't do anything with it in the second. Maybe could have changed the momentum of this one, maybe not though. Another thing I noticed in this game was the challenge. Tristan Gray had challenged, used the ABS challenge in the second inning, and he was right, and he was the only one right for the Saints last night. Cardenas, he was wrong about one. He challenged one in the first inning while he was behind the plate and got it wrong. So they were down a challenge from the jump. And then also in the second inning, a couple batters after Gray, Arcia ended up challenging a pitch at the plate while he was hitting, and he ended up getting the pitch wrong. So the Saints are left with no more ABS challenges after the second inning. So that also did not help at the same time. The Clippers ended up doing pretty well. They were 2 for 3 on their challenges last night. So they challenged more than the same amount that the Saints did. They just got more correct. But the Saints are back in play today here at 1 o'clock. I'll be heading over to that game here shortly, as they first pitch is scheduled for 1:07. Rosick is on the mound for the Saints. Aaron Rosick. He has this season is 4-2, has a 3.15 ERA in his 2 stops in the minor leagues. Here is with Wichita, and then he got called up to St. Paul. In AAA, he is 2-1 with a 3.34 ERA in 56 and 2/3 innings. He has started 11 games, pitched in 15 at the AAA level. He has struck out 48 and walked 20. His whip is sitting at a 1.32. So the Saints turn to him here, Aaron Rosick here today. Again, the Saints continue to try to make the playoffs this year, but they have now fallen to 54 and 42 on the season. We will be doing a recap here of game 2 of this series, probably tomorrow. We got work after the game, so I probably won't get around to doing a game recap for game 2 here tonight. So that be looking for that here tomorrow. We will end up seeing you tomorrow for said game recap, and that'll do it for this episode. We will see you next time. Peace.